All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Molly Saunders. I am the Client Services Coordinator here at the Women's Resource Center. And we're so excited that you've joined us for our August Career Connections presentation. So we will have today Kevin Jacobs and Alex Tinkoff of IMG Academy, talent acquisition, here to talk a little bit about the job opportunities at IMG. And these roles include remote opportunities, seasonal opportunities, full-time and part-time. So there's a lot of different options out there. We're really excited that they're here today to tell us some more. The way it'll work is I'm going to talk a little bit about the Women's Resource Center, and then they will begin their presentation. The whole time the Q&A box is open, so you can add your questions that you may have, and then they will answer them at the end of the session. After the session's over, we will wrap up and we will ask you to stay in your browser because once the webinar ends, we have a brief survey for you to fill out and tell us how you thought it went, if it was helpful, that kind of information. So without further ado, the Women's Resource Center has been empowering women in Manatee and Sarasota since 1979. We have 3 centers in Bradenton, Sarasota, and in Venice, and we see over 9,000 clients a year, offering approximately 7,000 hours of programming. Our programs and services are all at low or no cost, and they include a wide variety of services, including resource advising, where we connect clients with various community resources, mental health counseling, career services, our career closets, where clients can come and get a new wardrobe free of charge up to twice a year. We have educational workshops, programs, and a scholarship program. And then finally, we have our legal financial consultation and education, things like our Ask an Attorney program, our Ask a Banker program, and our Women's Money Empowerment. So it's a really cool, comprehensive slate of services that we're very proud to offer. So what might be of special interest to everyone here today at Career Connections are our career programs and services. So we offer one-on-one career coaching at the Women's Resource Center. There are resume coaches, help with computer tutoring and training, and assistance with job searches. All of this is available free of charge. You'll sit down with someone and they can do everything from helping you with your resume to helping you fill out applications and practice interview questions. We also, as I mentioned, have our career closet, and we do monthly workshops like this one, the Career Connections, which happens every month. We are looking forward also to next month's Career Connections, which will be with the Face of Hope Foundation. So if you have any questions throughout the presentation, remember that you can use the Q&A box, which you can find down at the bottom of your screen. And for now, I will turn it over to Alex and Kevin.
All righty. I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen. Happy to be here and to speak with everyone about IMG Academy, what we have to offer, and just truly excited to build connections. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. Hopefully we have no technical difficulties. All right, so are we able to see that?
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Yep, we're able to see that?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So again, Kevin Jacobs, I am a talent acquisition coordinator here at IMG Academy, here on campus in Bradenton. I've been with IMG for about 4 years now. I actually was a bachelor's degree in criminology, so people operations was a surprise to myself, but loving what I do and loving the connections that I build and making an impact every day here at IMG. And Alex, I'll let you go through any spill you want, and then we'll jump right into it.
Sure. Sounds good. Thanks, Kevin. And hello, everybody. I'm excited to be here. I'm Alex Tinkoff. I'm a talent acquisition specialist with IMG Academy and on the NCSA side. So NCSA College Recruiting, the online platform or online service of IMG Academy. I'm not sure if I shared it. I'm excited to be here, but in that regard, been with the company going on 8 years. So I'm really excited to chat today and give all insight to anything IMG and NCSA related.
Awesome, awesome. Perfect. So I have my screen shared here now. I'll just jump right into it. All right. So a little bit about who we are. So again, our main location, our only location, our physical location is here in Bradenton, Florida. IMG Academy is the world leader in sports education, dedicated to empowering student athletes to win their future, preparing them for college and life. That's one thing that I speak to every day when I'm speaking with candidates or just really speaking to anyone inquiring about IMG. And that's our mission statement, which is to empower these student athletes to win their future. And it's what every employee here typically prides himself on and takes that joy and excitement in doing each and every day here at the Academy. So again, our mission statement is to empower these student athletes to win their future. So we all pride ourselves a lot on that. And then here we have a video. Hopefully this video works. Please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if we are able to hear audio. This is going to be a video just very informative on IMG, giving you kind of that visual perspective and just get that feel of being on campus with us. So
it is about holistic development. There's not just sports and school. There are other difference-making factors that this place delivers that nobody else does.
If you want to go play on a truly elite baseball, basketball, football team, you guys are, in essence, the top of the ladder.
There's nothing like in the world.
The fifth pick in the 2022 MLB draft. The seventh pick of the 2022 draft, Washington Nationals select Chicago Cubs left Elijah Green, Jackson Ferris, IMG Academy, Bradenton, Florida.
It is a holistic educational institution. Sports and school are twins. Nothing is more important than the other.
One of the most unique and compelling things about IMG is how they are so invested in the individual child. And they develop programs specifically for each child, not only developing how to fill in the gaps for your child as an athlete, but as a student, academic programs, social programs, getting them to really engage with other children and to be part of a larger, more universal, more holistic program. And we've seen IMG work on these attributes better than any organization I've ever seen.
IMG definitely instilled a lot of things in me, accountability, responsibility, and that has helped me, throughout college and throughout the NFL.
IMG puts equal focus on nutrition, physical conditioning, mental conditioning. That is one of the most important foundational building blocks that we feel our kids get at IMG.
I think for anyone considering IMG Academy, they should know that all the people here just want to support you and see you succeed. And IMG and the people here will help you on your best trajectory in your future.
It is like nothing you will ever experience, and it's nothing you'll get anywhere else. It's memories and they have made for a lifetime.
Seniors, thank you once again for sharing your talent with us. You have made an impact, and this is only the beginning. Congratulations.
The opportunities they were given, it is something that you can only experience here at IMG.
So that's the video that we show a lot of our new hires or on orientation day. One of the videos that we show that kind of gets everybody amped up and ready to go and getting that feel of being on campus and being a part of something bigger than themselves, of course. So myself, I've seen that video probably 50 to 100 times, and every time I watch it, it still gets me going, having that drive I have for sports and just seeing the journey that some of these student athletes go through to help win their future is just something you truly can't speak to, and it brings you unlimited joy, I would say. So every time I watch that video, it brings me that same excitement. So I hope that kind of spreads through to you all and you get to see and kind of feel what we do here at IMG and how the people here are such an impact to what we do. All right, so I'll jump to the next one. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what sets us apart. So as Alex mentioned, he's working online for line team with NCSA. Outside of NCSA and IMG Academy, we also have IMG Academy Plus, which is going to offer more mental performance coaching, leadership coaching, and more of that coaching with specific coaches that we hire online. Same as NCSA though. So those two are going to be our sister brands that are online. And then we have our physical campus on site here in Bradenton, Florida of IMG Academy. So we're offering many different things and different avenues to student athletes to empower their futures and help them win that through leadership coaching to sports recruiting, college recruitment assistance to boarding school and year-round camps and team training and events. So, so many different avenues and so many different departments with moving parts here on campus that make the engine go and continue to keep it revving. So, everyone here is a big part to assisting and helping these student athletes win their future, no matter if you are physically here on campus or online, providing that leadership coaching or assisting with that college recruitment through their journey. So. All right, so a little bit about the on-site audience. So here in Bradenton, and I'm not 100% sure if this is for our 2025 year or if these numbers reflect from 2024, but we do typically have around 1,500 boarding school athletes across 9 different sport programs. And again, we are constantly changing and updating things here at IMG. So we do actually have wrestling that is starting here at IMG, and then we will have boys volleyball starting. So always expanding, always growing in terms of the different sports that we have to offer. So to go along with the boarding school student athletes we also have year-round camps. And with those year-round camps, there are about 8,000 unique campers across 13 weeks of camp delivery. I believe the only week we don't offer camp is maybe the July 4th week, but every other week throughout the school year, or throughout the year, we're offering year-round camps for international campers or domestic traveling campers. So a great experience for anyone attending the academy in that sense. And then also, aside from boarding school and student athletes, we also have a sponsorship team and events team that assists with the utilization of fields here on campus or courts and different things here on campus for events. So professional teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers came last year and they had their entire practice before the season here on campus. So having that flexibility to sell our services of IMG Academy to these professional teams or other local teams or just international teams looking to travel and use facilities that they may not have is something that we are able to offer and sell. So a big thing that we are proud to do is you'll always see on any of our social platforms is we show off the facilities that we have. And that's one thing that stands out and is very unique in comparison to other sports industries or just academic institutions at the youth level. So. All right, and then a little bit about our digital audience. So our digital audience, we have about 1,500 active users. They offer one-on-one coaching of on the IMG Academy platform, which I mentioned that has the mental performance coaching and leadership coaching of that sort. About 360,000 active users of the NCSA platform between parents and athletes. And then 40,000 college coaches use NCSA to connect with prospective student athletes. So it's a very, very beneficial product, whether you're on site or you're on camp or you're online. The product is still being sold and the demand for needing the products that we offer or the services that we sell is definitely very high. That's why all of the employees, like I said, that work here, we strive to all reach that same mission statement and empowering these student athletes to win their future. So, all right. And then these are a little bit of the positions that we have here on campus. And I say a little because I feel we are constantly hiring, and that is a good thing just with the constant growth and expansion that we have here at the Academy. So a little bit of our full-time, part-time, and seasonal opportunities that you'll see in the various departments that we have. And I can call out just a few that are even missing from here under operations. You'll also have things like events and sponsorships as well. So there are several opportunities that come year round for job openings. A huge hit for us is our summertime where we offer openings for about 200 different positions and we bring in about 200 different employees for summer temporary positions. A lot of those summer positions do transition into full-time positions, which is something that we truly do pride ourselves on as well, because that kind of speaks to the people that we have here and being able to build those connections in such a short time span and truly wanting to grow and be with the Academy. So, again, these are just some of the full-time, part-time, and seasonal opportunities that you'll see. And then for anyone inquiring about opportunities, you'll always be able to find that at careers@imgacademy.com. All right, and then benefits. Everybody loves the benefits. So we do have benefits here, of course, at IMG Academy. A few of those would be our well-being program. We'll have medical, dental, and vision coverage, 401k retirement plan, FSA slash HSA, pet insurance, paid time off and holidays, competitive pay, and then of course we do have more. A lot of the perks that we have, you'll get through a platform that we utilize on campus called WorkVivo, or you'll just get general communication via email. And comms are always sent out very frequently with the different events that we have and the different opportunities you can have to um, find different benefits that we offer here at the Academy overall, from an on-campus to an online standpoint as well. Many different challenges from wellness and health, and just many different avenues that you can take to get benefits here at IMG Academy, like I said, online and on campus. All right, and now let's talk a little bit about the award-winning culture that we have here at IMG. We call these some our ERG groups. So our employee resource groups are very popular. Anybody who attends orientation, you'll get information on the ERG groups that we have here at the Academy, which represent different groups, not necessarily ethnically, but ethnically, and just women of excellence group, women resource group, as we are on right now, just different groups that we have to. I see this as a benefit as well of being an employee here at IMG Academy. So again, speaking to those benefits, we offer employee resource groups out of office, or even I know we have events that are in office or on campus or even online virtually as well, that are about an hour long, typically during lunch, or not during hours that are too demanding for your work schedule as well. So another big perk and benefit that we love to speak to here is the ERG groups that we have to offer. And then this kind of just talks about what I was saying with the well-being benefit that we have. And then we also have recognition and rewards. So we have a team called the Mission UCX team. So for example, if you had a team member who you saw did a very positive thing for a student athlete here on campus, you could submit a high five essentially for them doing so, and then they would get a t-shirt as well as a reward email that kind of goes out through our WorkVivo platform, acknowledging that what that team member did. So it kind of gives you that sense of value, that sense of, feeling like what you're doing is seen. So a big thing that we truly speak to a lot is our Mission UCX team and the different offerings that they have, like the high fives and receiving that t-shirt and just getting that overall acknowledgement for your hard work, because we see the student athletes doing it, but it's also a lot of that comes from these employees and the dedication that they have to ensuring that that takes place. So and then again, we have a lot of in-office and virtual events. We have so many. Our holiday party is our biggest hit. It's so fun. We rent out Pop Stroke. Not sure if anyone's heard that. And our entire company goes and we have some fun, play some golf. It's usually a different place each year. We also have summer socials or winter wonderland and fall holidays. So many different opportunities and events for you to attend. And again, I see that as a benefit as well. Sorry, Alex. Of course, it's a little more of an on-campus perk right there to be able to attend those events. But I'm sure Alex can speak to just some of the events he's been to online or been able to attend and had fun to as well.
Yeah, definitely. I wish I could get out there to more of them, but on the online side, we try and keep connected as much as we can. So there's virtual cooking classes, there's mental performance calls, one-on-one chats with managers, mentors, and it's really an environment where everybody's just asked to be themselves, and we're always connecting through those virtual platforms. I know, we always try and find small groups of where our teammates are located on the online side of the business and try and get everybody together. But, to your point exactly, Kevin, it's a great experience.
Yes, definitely something that I just love to speak to when anybody asks about IMG Academy from an employee standpoint. Just these different benefits and offerings that I'm mentioning are truly what gives you that sense of value and sense of wanting to be here, and why a lot of us stay here for as long as we do and want to grow with the Academy, because of the different benefits and just the true enjoyment that you get from being here each and every day, whether you're physically here or just on camp or online as well. So something huge to be a part of for sure, and very unique, I love to say. And then here is a little bit of information again. So for contact us, as I was saying with the positions, if you are ever inquiring about any job opportunities that we have on our site, you could always go to careers@imgacademy.com. Or you could also reach out to the email careers@imgacademy.com, which I personally typically go through almost every day and can assist and reach out personally with specific inquiries that you may have or follow up with you regarding specific jobs that you may have reached out to, and just be able to provide you with a little more insight in that regard as well. And then for our online site as well, we have the ncsasports.org/careers, where you'd be able to see some of our online positions for our NCSA team that I was mentioning as well. So stay connected with us, please, on LinkedIn as well. We're very, very active on LinkedIn, from the TA team to our IMG page itself. Very, very, very active on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and really on majority social media platforms, where you'll see us promote those facilities, promote the academics, promote just all of our student athletes and the success that they've had throughout their time here at IMG, whether they've been here for years or for a day for a camp. So very, very, I would say very, very important for us to utilize the social media platforms that we have, because that continues to allow us to grow our brand and expand internationally as much as we like. So that's a little bit about IMG Academy. I hope that kind of gives you an idea of what we do here and why we love what we do, and how we are continuing to grow the academy, and overall, again, what our mission is, which is to empower these student athletes to win their future. So hope that kind of gives you the rundown of what we do. And if you have any questions, definitely open to it, and we'll hand it back over to you.
Great, thank you. That was really helpful, and I think it's really cool to think about, IMG Academy. The positions are not just like being a coach or being a teacher, but there are tech support, marketing, hospitality. Seems like there's a huge network happening there.
Yes.
So we have our Q&A box open if people have any questions about working at IMG or about the opportunities that might be available. I love the fact that you take on so many seasonal employees too in the summer. I'm sure that filling those is a whole
Yes, and
thing.
I may not have even highlighted the interns that we bring in, which actually they just left about beginning of this month. So we bring in about 10 to 11 interns that are coming from different universities across the world, and they stay with us for a course of about 8 weeks here on campus, and they get a full internship here. So that's outside of the 200 summer hires that we also have. So internships are typically posted around January. So for anybody who is currently in school inquiring about internships, we do post ours in about January. So late December, early January, I'd definitely be on the lookout on our website for those.
And are those residential?
Yes.
And
So yes, majority of them are all going to be residential. The only one is a golf club position that's going to be technically off campus, but it's really on campus.
cool.
So
So I have a few questions that have come in. Someone asked, what are the age group of the students at IMG?
yes. So for age groups, so I'll speak to boarding school. So for boarding school, we do start out at middle school, and then we go up until post grad. Post grad being that final year that you get after senior year, if you choose to opt into getting a post grad year. But for camps, we do have the year-round camps, and there's only 2 weeks throughout the year, about 2 to 3 weeks throughout the year, where we call VIA weeks, which is very important athletes. And those are where campers can come at the ages of about 8 to 10. But typically for camp, the age is from 10 to about 18. So in general, you're going to get middle schoolers to at the highest about 18. But for about 2 weeks through 2 to 3 weeks throughout the year, you'll get some 8 to 9 year olds, and you'll definitely see that difference here on campus.
I bet there's a lot of energy
Yes.
there.
Yes, and some of these parents will just drop their kids off for a few weeks, and these 8 year olds will just be roaming around campus. And we're very, very independently structured. I do call out, which kind of sets that tone and gets you ready for that next level, which really does set us apart as well. So yeah, very, very independently structured. So even if you are 8 years old, you're getting that same kind of structured schedule and treatment that anybody who is 17 or 18 is getting as well, just to prepare you for that next level.
Awesome. Well,
Yes.
someone else asked about who they can email or speak with for tutoring or substitute mentoring positions.
Yeah, so I would reach out to the careers@imgacademy.com email. because we do have a specific recruiter on our current team who does do the hiring for academic positions. So one thing I would do is just take a look at our website first and see if there is any specific tutor positions you see available that, or teacher positions available that you see of interest, and you would apply to it, and then the recruiter would reach out to you directly. If not, you don't see any, you could definitely just shoot an email over to the careers inbox letting us know of your inquiry so that when we do have an opening of that sort open, we can reach out to you directly. So I'll definitely be able to share the slides over so that everyone has this specific email for us. And then, yeah, like I said, if you ever have any questions and you don't see a position open, you can always reach out to that email and I'd be more than happy to respond.
And then one more question. She asks if they can walk in and inquire about current openings, or would it be better for them to go through the website?
Yes, unfortunately, I recommend going through our website just because we do have students who are here on campus, staying on campus throughout the year, as well as the campus here. Security is very high with, or very hard to get into with just letting someone here on campus to kind of speak with the team. So it is recommended to apply online. And then I would also say if there is a instance where you would need a call, we'd be more than happy to kind of connect with you via call as well.
That's awesome. Let's see. So the email for the teaching positions, again, would be the careers@imgacademy.com. Is that
That is
correct?
correct. That's correct. Yes.
Oh, and someone asked if there is a benefit that would be like tuition reimbursement for employees.
So I actually am in school right now for my master's. I wish there was. Unfortunately, we do not currently have something for that at this time. Definitely a hot topic, but unfortunately not at this moment. We do not.
Let's see. So those are the questions I've got in the box right now. If anyone wants to add any more, I'm sure that Kevin and Alex would be happy to answer them. Maybe Alex, can you talk a little bit about what it's like being a remote employee for IMG?
Oh, sorry, I'm on mute. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that. Been remote, going on, wow, it's crazy to say 5 years now. So, in that regard, it's awesome. It was kind of embedded into our culture a little bit before, in that regard. So it was really a quick logistical change getting everybody on board. But, like I was stating when Kevin was going over the events and how that's all broken down on campus, I would say, that's the same online or remotely in that regard. You're always connected with your team, Microsoft Teams chat, Zoom video calls. So on the online side, very similar to on campus, we host multiple position openings. Going to the careers page, it will have every open position in real time, but anything from sales, customer service, client services, financial services, video editing teams for highlight video creation, recruiting coaches who Kevin went over a little bit in our presentation as well, but recruiting coaches, they're the ones that are a key component in empowering our athletes to win their futures. They're the ones working with them directly, hand in hand in the process outside of our online platform with the pathway to collegiate athletics. So working remotely is great. I like to say it's like my 5-step commute nowadays. So rather than jumping on the train, getting into the office back when it was around. It's a great experience, and I really feel like never skipped a beat. You don't lose that teammate communication in that regard. You're always connected, and I think that's the biggest thing at IMG as well is if you need help, reach out. It's there for you, and I can guarantee if you reach out to multiple people, your inbox will be flooded with responses in probably under 2 minutes. So in that regard, we have quite a few. I saw the question pop up. We have quite a few remote positions open and available as of right now. So, in that regard, in terms of a remote position as well, in tutoring and mentoring, I'm not 100% certain on that. I know that that's primarily on the on-campus side of things, since that's primarily where the school is. So hopefully that gave you a little bit more insight to the online culture that we've developed, here at IMG.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great. And you're doing great answering the questions in the box too. I appreciate it.
No problem. I just saw them pop up, so I'm more than happy
That's
to address
perfect.
anything further.
Thank you also everyone who's here for being so engaged. It's keeps us excited and engaged too. So anything else? Oh, okay. Let's see. So, is it possible to accept, I guess, future employees from any background as long as they meet the required characteristics, or if it must be someone from a certain university or field of study? And if possible, could you let them know the steps to follow and requirements for being a good candidate?
Yeah, so to answer that, I wouldn't necessarily say you have to come from any specific university or field of study. It's more so we have so many different positions here on campus. So I would first say it depends on the specific position you are inquiring about, but we have very entry level positions to very senior level positions as well. So it's just truly dependent upon that experience needed for that desired position. That kind of ties into why we would hire you for that specific position, but majority of the time it's not going to be specific school that you have had to go into or a specific study. It's more so the degree or the experience that kind of pertains to the specific role. And like again, that just varies specifically from role to role.
I imagine that each job listing is going to have requirements.
Yeah, yeah, and each listing will have those specific requirements or preferred requirements listed as well. So,
Let's see.
and what is your name? I
So
believe
someone
they're
asked,
asking for your name.
my name is Molly Saunders. I'm the client services coordinator here at the Women's Resource Center. And you can reach me if you would like at msaunders, SAUNDERS, at mywrc.org. And we can get you connected with any of our resources here. Like I said earlier, after this session, we will email out the recording. So you're welcome to review it or to share it with anyone else who you think might be interested. And their names are Alex Tinkoff and Kevin Jacobs. But my name just says WRC Workshop, so there's that. So someone asked if there are positions in data and analytics.
So we do offer positions in data and analytics. We do have a recruiter who specifically works with those job openings, but I could not tell you at this exact moment if there are any current openings, but I would recommend taking a look at our website to see if there are any active positions. And then again, if not, I would just send over an email to the careers inbox letting us know your interest in that. And then we could just send it over to the appropriate recruiter. That way, when a position does open up within data or analytics, they're able to connect with you directly. And then can I send in a two-page resume? Yes, I would say there's not really a limitation on the length of your resume that is need to be submitted. Some don't even submit a resume, so not a true requirement on the length of resume needed.
Awesome.
Yeah, and calling that out as well, I know that through our application process, there is a section where you could list like your experience information there as well, which is great. We always love the more information, the better. But definitely, like to Kevin's point, there's no file size or limitations there. Please make sure to submit that resume as it's probably the most viewed thing as we're going through.
Do you all have a time of year where you're hiring the most? Other than, I guess, summer would make sense, but then otherwise it's just throughout the year.
I would speak to, I mean, I'll speak for on campus. I know on campus it's definitely going to be the summer. That's our most popular time, from summer hires to teachers for the next academic school year, to just preparing for that entire academic school year with other positions that fall within the school. So it's definitely going to be the summer and more so the spring. The fall is just going to be a lot of inquiries from, I would say, students inquiring about internships or future summer positions and just some who are ready to work within that fall, but it's typically going to be summer and then a little bit through spring as well for on campus, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then for online services, it's pretty much rolling hiring. So pretty much open positions pop up throughout the year. I wouldn't say that there's, a specific time frame on which is more or which is more prevalent in that regard. So I would say it's kind of on a rolling basis there as well.
A question popped up about the interview process. What is the interview process?
So each interview process is kind of going to vary on again, the role. So whether it's entry or senior level, it's going to depend on the level of parties needed to be included in that interview, I would say. So for an entry level position, you may see, you may have like your initial screening with your TA specialist, like myself or Alex, and then you'll move on kind of to that hiring manager next round. And then again, depending on that specific position or the needs of that position, you may have some kind of panel interview, and then meet with maybe the director of that specific team. But again, those parties can kind of fluctuate and change dependent upon that specific position, but it's typically going to start with a TA specialist like myself, which is going to be more of just a general screening, kind of getting to know your background as it relates to the role. That next round with the hiring manager or with the panel is going to be more day-to-day oriented and kind of getting to know specifically the expectations and answering questions you may have pertaining to that role. And then again, that final round or that next round is going to be more with the director, or if it's not already with that hiring manager, directly with that hiring manager, getting to know a lot more about yourself, or potentially coming on site for campus, depending on the position that we need. We do also have on-campus stays for interviews. So it's really always just dependent upon the position, because if it's for one of our sports teams, we have again 9 to 10 sports, but each sport has about 9 to 10 teams itself. And then within each national team, we're always looking for again a top tier coach, I would say, or a coach with that necessary experience to coach a national team. So positions like that can take a longer time to fill in terms of that interview process and wanting to find that right candidate. So it just truly depends on the position needed and what we're looking for at that time.
And someone else asked about whether recruitment is a significant challenge at this time in terms of numbers of applicants.
I would think Alex agrees to this. I don't think we typically really have a problem with applicant flow. I think we do a very good job at promoting the positions that we have. I do actually run promoting our external postings. So from Handshake to websites like Career Source Suncoast to Jobs in Sports to Teamworks, we do a great job at promoting our positions. And me and Alex are working on a project called Talent Pipeline Connect, which again kind of grows that pipeline and continues to enhance not only student athletes but employees, and getting to different career fairs or just getting to different events to promote our current job openings or future job openings. So we do take pride, and we kind of take a proactive approach to be able to do so and continue to gain and have those applicants.
And doing things like the webinar today.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. So if there are any more questions, drop them in the Q&A box now. Now I'm going to briefly share my screen again. So we offer these webinars on what we call our Career Connections replay. So if you go onto YouTube and search for Women's Resource Center, you can subscribe to our channel. There's tons of great content, not just the Career Connections webinars, but other webinars on relevant topics. We have one coming up later this fall on caregiving for patients with Alzheimer's and dementias. So content of all sorts is available on the YouTube. So I'm not seeing any more questions coming in. Alex or Kevin, do you have anything else you want to add?
I do not. I think there were some great questions, and looking forward to hopefully some emails or some new job applicants, and looking forward to building some connections, hopefully. So again, I'm on LinkedIn as Kevin Jacobs. So if you have any questions or you just want to connect on LinkedIn, and and maybe in the future you are interested in a position, please feel free to do so there. And then again, at the careers at imgacademy.com, you can always reach out via email. I'd be more than happy to respond via email or connect on a phone call as well if needed.
Yes, and echoing Kevin there, more than happy to connect via LinkedIn as well. Alex Tinkoff on LinkedIn, and any communication there, I could always forward. More than happy to move along and send it to the correct party. That more than happy to do that at any time.
I'm typing in the email so that everyone can see. And then do you need a LinkedIn account? I believe to view profiles you don't, but if you want to message people, you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So thank you so much, Alex and Kevin, for coming today. As you can see, we are going to have a survey, everyone's favorite. Once I close the webinar, wait a second, it'll pop up on the screen. If you're able to fill that out, that will really help us and help the folks at IMG to ascertain the best parts and the helpfulness of the webinars and further outreach efforts. So thank you all very much for coming today. Thank you, Alex and Kevin. And you'll receive your email with the wrap up and the recording either today or tomorrow from us at WRC.
Thank you. Sounds good. It was a pleasure meeting you, Molly.
Thank
Yes.
you. I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Thank you as well. Have a great day.